All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about full self-driving. Is it worth it? It sounds like I've been against it for a little bit because the real full self-driving, not like most people know, is actually the full self-driving beta. And when you buy the full self-driving, you actually don't get introduced into the beta right away. But it sounds like full self-driving is going to be open to all. At least that's what Elon says. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about if my thoughts on this is going to be revised, if I definitely think it's worth it, or do I still think maybe if you want to test it out, you do something else instead. But that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about, is full self-driving worth it? And the latest news that full self-driving is going to be open to all, which is kind of interesting. But let's just get into the video. Welcome back to the video. Welcome back to another stream. My name is Dennis. I've had 3 Teslas so far, a Model 3, a Model Y, and a Model S. And I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it. But basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla, or selling your Tesla, or getting really good financing rates on a Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. So let's just take a look at a Model Y right now. Full self-driving, if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, is $15,000. And most people don't know that when you actually pay this full $15,000 to Tesla, you're not actually getting the full self-driving. Like those videos that you see on YouTube with all the crazy animations on the visualization screen and it actually driving in city streets and all that stuff and on the highways, you're not actually getting that. Most people don't know that the full self-driving that they actually want is actually just autopilot. The autopilot system, which just keeps you in the lane, keeps you going straight in the highway, brakes for you, accelerates for you, keeps you on your way to your destination. That's actually autopilot, and that's actually free. If you pay for the $6,000 enhanced autopilot, which I guess I should probably make a video on that, is enhanced autopilot actually worth it? Then if you pay $6,000, you get the Navigator and autopilot, the auto lane change, which changes lanes for you, auto park, summons, and smart summons, which I think these bottom 3 at the bottom are kind of party tricks and gimmicks. I feel like when I had the full self-driving package, I really only use summons like once, and that was just to back into a tight parking spot, or even move a car for the first spot to the back spot for a meter, because the meter in the back had like more money on it. So that was like the one other time that I used it, and of course I just thought of it right then, and if I didn't, then I would have never used it. But full self-driving, $15,000. So when you pay it, you actually don't get introduced into that beta program. That beta program is actually what everybody wants. And for a while, you had to drive pretty safely with a nice safety score in the back end. And a safety score, actually, I didn't even bring that up, but Tesla safety score was a app and system within the Tesla system that kind of rated your driving, whether you were safe or unsafe, depending on the acceleration and the deceleration, and it would score you. And so for a while, you had to have had a 90 plus just to get even invited to the beta. That doesn't mean you're 100% you would get it. And then they lowered it down to like 85, I think. And now it seems finally, and this might change the whole game, or what I actually think about the full self-driving, but it seems that full self-driving beta version 11 will be a wide release to all owners that actually have, all owners in the US and Canada that will be able to get that beta, that actual sweet full self-driving beta with the visualizations and everything that you see everywhere. So that's gonna be pretty interesting, because if you can pay $15,000 and actually get the full quote unquote full self-driving, then it actually might be worth it, because then you're getting to see the latest and greatest of all the full self-driving, all the Tesla gadgets, and see for yourself the craziness of being in a car that is driving you to your destination. I know Whole Mars Catalog actually does a lot of videos on YouTube where he'll just go and drive unassisted to his destination. Or I think it was Whole Mars Catalog, maybe it was someone else. But that's definitely a cool thing. If you want to watch those videos on YouTube, there's definitely a ton of them out there, and you can see how it like the quirks and features that it has, if it like brakes here or goes across a stoplight or something like that. But I still think though, even if the full beta is actually released, paying $200 a month, which you can actually get the full self-driving subscription. It's not as expensive as the full self-driving $15,000, but this full self-driving subscription is $200 a month. I still think it's worth it to do something like this instead. Test it out, see if you actually like it, and if you know for a fact you're gonna keep your Tesla for 5 to 10 years and gonna drive it a lot, then maybe the $200 a month would be worth it. The other thing that is kind of a plays a factor in this is the robo-taxi. You've probably heard it a lot. If you're a Tesla investor, you know about the robo-taxi and how the robo-taxi uses full self-driving. If that actually comes out and it's actually implementation, then of course the value of full self-driving, the $15,000, is going to be exponentially worth more than that, because then your car will make money for you, and you can just sit at home while your car picks up people and just drives them wherever they want. And this was pretty cool because I saw this on Twitter earlier today. It looks like in China they might be doing this already, but here's the quote: China, your driverless taxi pulls up. You scan the QR code on the rear windshield and enter the ride password, and then wait for the robo-taxi to verify your COVID passport. If the QR code is green, it will take you. I am not ready for a driverless taxi, says Wall Street Silver. So let's just watch this. This is pretty interesting. So I hope you guys can hear the audio. The car just pulls up. This guy's just waiting for his car. I guess the car maybe beeped, or maybe that scooter beeped. So he just walks up. You can clearly see right there, there's no one in either side of the driver's seat or passenger seat. And I'm not even sure, do they drive on the right or the left side of the car? But definitely, and you can see it's an electric car for sure. There's cameras on the top. It rolls over to this like cell phone pin pad type of thing. You can see there's 2 cameras right there. He puts in a pin. There's another QR code on the left side. Looks like the car unlocks. Tesla-like, very. Screens in there. Yeah, is there anyone in there? I guess it's saying like, welcome, put your seatbelt on, and we're going to take you to your destination. Super trippy. I mean, is there someone in the passenger seat? I can't tell, because there's a screen right here that's facing the passenger seat, but that's trippy. What I can kind of looks like, but I don't know. That's going to be super interesting to get into a robo-taxi like that. And I definitely thought robo-taxis was years away from now, but if Tesla can pull it off with full self-driving and all these Teslas everywhere. I mean, there's already tons of Tesla Ubers out there in SoCal and everywhere else probably, or at least all the Californians, because it makes sense, right? Especially with gas being so expensive. But this kind of changes my perspective a little bit. Now that I've seen this, I'm still kind of holding firm that the subscription is worth it, not actually paying the full $15,000. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on this. It's cool that we get to finally see that full self-driving might potentially get a wide release to everybody, but I guess we'll just wait and see. So thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and check out my Calendly link down below in the description if you're looking for a one-on-one call for a Tesla coach on how to buy or sell a Tesla at a good deal. But thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.